project is about designing a space hotel in the desert. Years ago, NASA and other space companies decided to make a hotel in space, as it's shown in this slide, so that people can experience life of the astronauts for a short time. But the project has been rejected and cancelled due to many problems, such as psychological, physical, mental, financial, and technological. The most common issues which astronauts and people who live in space or ISS face and struggle with are depression and anxiety, which, based on NASA, the prolonged confinement that astronauts face in space can increase the risk of such behaviors. Space travel needs billions of dollars, and people cannot stay in space for a long time due to effects that space has on their body, both mentally and physically. Also, sending a rocket to space can cost a lot. So what is the solution? The solution is to have the exact hotel on Earth. The best location for having the hotel is desert because it has the most similarities to space. We have so many famous deserts in our country. So the chosen desert is the Lut Desert in Iran. There are so many reasons, as I mentioned, for choosing desert as our location. But first, we should consider the similarities and differences between desert and space. The similarities are constant change of temperature and good vision of stars in space. But desert has light because we're on Earth. There are salty winds, erosion sands, and we have gravity. On the other hand, we have space, which there is no light because light cannot be reflected. Also, there is a strong sunlight, heat, and sun rays, and we don't have any gravity. For having a stable hotel in a place like desert, which building collapse occurs and there are salty winds, we need to use a metal which is stable in situations such as erosion. It has workability and is stable in change of temperature. So the chosen metal for this project is aluminium alloy. Aluminium is one of the lightest alloy, although the stability is 1000 megapascal and it's almost near steel. One of the other properties of aluminium is that aluminium oxide covers the surface of aluminium and prevents it from corrosion entering the inner surfaces or the sand heats to destroy it. Another property is that aluminium can be cleaned really easily. So let's talk about aluminium itself. Aluminium has 8 main groups that start from group 1000 and the last group is group 8000. The useful groups for this project are group 2000, 7000, and 8000. The properties of all of them are almost the same, but group 8000 is a bit more expensive. So the chosen groups for this project are group 7000 and 2000. An example of group 2000 is aluminium 2024. And an example for group 7000 is aluminium 7075. As you see, everything about the hotel is normal, like every other hotel. But there is one difference. It has 2 other buildings that I will show you in other slides, that in those buildings, you can do activities that gives you the space vibe. So the first building is the O2 building. We call it O2 building because it looks like the oxygen molecule, and we can do activities related to oxygen in it, such as wearing astronauts' clothes and doing missions in them, making a good environment for the spaceship. And there can be a chair which turns around the certain points and lets people experience the zero gravity. This is the other building. It's the H2O building. And as you know, it looks like the H2O molecule. In this building, people can do activities related to water. For an example, making a good water for themselves, how they shower or go to bathroom, and else. As you know, desert is a really warm place, so we need a really strong air conditioning system. Air conditioning systems work by filters. In this air conditioning system, we need a container and a water shower. The water shower will spray and pour the water on the roof of the container, and the cool air will be spread all over the hotel using pipes. So let's talk about one of the rooms. So when you enter the room, there are windows like every other hotel, but the view that you see, it's not the view that we see and when we stand outside the hotel. It's not the view of the desert. But behind every window, there is an LCD that you can see the live view of ISS. Also, for safety, the kids' room is located in the parents' room. Due to the color theory of the spaceships, the walls are mostly white or light gray. The room, as you can see, is decorated by LEDs. In this slide, which is the last slide of my project, you can see the rooms that are designed using AI. Thank you for your attention, and I want to thank my school staffs and my parents. Thank you.